So I do not work for popularity. I've never worked for popularity. Disconnect and connect, which I do in my life. Test myself that was that a fluke, or do I have something more to offer?
So, with television, you became a household name. You gained a lot of popularity. Do you also your web series, the first web series, that is also quite famous among the audience, among the viewers. So, do you anticipate to gain the similar kind of or more popularity with web shows?
So I do not work for popularity. I've never worked for popularity. I mean, if I had worked for popularity, I would be probably hobnobbing a little more with the with everyone around. I would be seen in award functions. I would be seen in parties. I would be seen in my airport look every now and then. I would be seen on social media everywhere. If it was about popularity, I don't think popularity calls me. I just work because A, this is my work. I think I do not know anything anything better than this, firstly. Secondly, I work because it gives me happiness. It gives me money. So it's a part of my life which I'm living, but I'm not aiming for popularity. If I was aiming for popularity, I wouldn't have quit my first show. My first show had become very, very popular. And when the show was at its peak of popularity, I walked away from it. And I did something which was completely the opposite. So I would not even know how to react to it, but I do not work for popularity. I do not work at all.
You said you like to experiment with different type of projects. So do you think with digital, the kind of content people are coming up with, you can experiment more on that space?
Absolutely. The kind of people we are, people like me, the web has actually given us a beautiful opening because, as I said, since people like me do not work for popularity, we probably work more for creative satisfaction and money. So web has actually given you an opportunity where you can work on some really exciting stuff, exciting projects, exciting stories with some really talented people who are coming together. And since it's a great thing because I still don't need to market myself. I'm doing some very interesting stuff. I don't need to worry about how I look at the airport, or I do not need to worry about how many people retweeted or followed or liked my post. I can still disconnect and connect, which I do in my life. I kind of vanish and I do not really think about anything. So web definitely is a great opening for people like us, and also for people who like watching not the routine stuff.
Yeah.
People who watch projects like projects. For instance, for people like us, who when we watch Game of Thrones, we don't think we are watching a digital show. We think we are watching the world's biggest project. So when people talk in digital series, they're all projects.
Yeah. Say something about your upcoming web series with Old Balaji, Cold as
I'm doing a
Surgical.
very interesting romantic. This is like stuff that probably all the women are going to enjoy.
Okay.
This is one romantic show that they've been waiting for me to do. All the people who have followed my work, and because I kept myself away from the romantic genre for the longest time.
Longest of time.
So I decided to do this one. This one is directed by Dada, Pradeep Sarkar. It was a superb experience. I mean, it brings a smile on my face each time I think about being on the set and working with Dada. And you'll enjoy it. It is coming very soon, and it's a very exciting series. Please don't miss it.
Definitely. And as you said, you kept away from this romantic genre for a long. Was there a specific reason?
Because I think romancing comes very easy to me, honestly.
That's a nice way to
yeah, no, because I didn't want to play easy in life. My first show was a romantic show.
Yeah.
And I wanted to actually test myself that was that a fluke, or do I have something more to offer?
Yeah.
So if I had played a romantic character, it would have been in the safe zone because I just came out of a romantic show. My image was very romantic. Still, in certain quarters, people still think of me
Yeah, people
as,
still remember you as.
I still think of me as a romantic. Abhi love story karega, kab karega. But I didn't want to do that because I did that. So of course different करने लगा. So now that I've kind of experimented with quite a lot of characters. I think romancing somebody is again like an experiment for me right now.
So are there more such characters that you still want to experiment
I do not know what I want to do. I absolutely have no idea what I want to do. I keep myself open. Somebody comes to me and tells me and narrates something to me and I say, oh, you take a wish, I need a kind of a approach I have. So I do not have any wish list of characters. I do not have any roles that I have in mind that I would love to play a character like that. I am open. People come to me, I read it, and if it works out, it works out.
Yeah, and what about cold lassi and chicken masala?
Cold lassi, I would, if you are a fan of romantic shows, romantic series, romantic films, cold lassi chicken masala is actually for you. It's a very interesting series, very interesting series. And Pradeep Sarkar's, I think he's given a lot to the series, so you can't miss it if you are a fan of the romantic genre.
On that note, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And all the best for Pranaam.
Thank you. Thank you.